Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. I'm Imake, and today we're going to be talking about Warner Brothers Games Montreal. They are now very much in the picture because a lot of fans are expecting a Batman game. And I think right now is the best time for us to start setting expectations on exactly what this studio is about and exactly what it is we need to expect. So first of all, if many of you have been following or you've been pretty much in tune with what this studio is, a lot of concerns about this studio's capability to develop a good game is right now in question. And so that question is, are they going to be able to pull off this new Batman game? And the simple answer to that, I tried to put in my other video, but there is something that's actually quite interesting about this studio that I also wanted to highlight. If you rewind back to 2015, when Batman Arkham Knight came out, one of the really cool things you're going to find out is the studio that actually designed one of the DLCs was, guess who? Warner Brothers Games Montreal. They designed the Batgirl Matter of Family aspect of the DLC. I don't know for certain if they developed the entire DLC, but this was available to season pass owners. If you own Batman Arkham Knight and you owned the season pass at that time, you had access to this when it was released. And it was released pretty much just, basically a month after the main game was released. And, one of the really cool things about this DLC was it was highly praised. It had a solid story. We got to play as Barbara Gordon. Not just Barbara Gordon, we also got to play as, with Robin as well in some of the fight sequences, but it was her show. And fans got to basically see exactly who Oracle was on the battlefront. And this was something that really resonated with a lot of fans. It really did stand out, and the DLC was highly acclaimed. Now, what this says to me is, something that is very much common in the gaming industry. So big publishers, whenever there's a game out, in order for them to be able to have that game, basically be delivered to the audience, and this is back in the day when games were of higher quality or when Rocksteady was still making games and holding a lot of other development studios' feet to the fire, they made sure that they had multiple studios on these games. Now, studios or publishers like Ubisoft do the same thing. Tom Clancy's The Division 2 basically got support from Red Storm and Ubisoft Anarchy, and I think even Ubisoft Sofia. These were studios that were sister studios that collaborated on that IP as a AAA IP. In the case of The Division 1 as well, we also had Red Storm, and I think maybe one or two other studios may have collaborated. So this is not uncommon for us to see that. And the collaboration that they usually do or the support is usually extensive support where they take on, significant development projects. And Warner Brothers Montreal, I'm glad to say, has had a taste of developing a Batman Arkham Knight DLC. What this means is, if this Batman game that they're delivering is anything close to the quality of what they worked on with Arkham Knight, then I can, in my heart of hearts, say that we need to expect more from the studio. This video is not designed just to hype them up that they've already, that they can achieve something of that nature. Yes, it was born from Rocksteady's own concept. No, what it's saying is they now need to bring now their story capabilities with the technological capabilities that they had in developing Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight was developed using Unreal Engine 3. We don't know if the new game is going to be using Unreal Engine 3 or if it had gone to Unreal Engine 4 by the time they started its development after the Damian Wayne game was canceled. When the Damian Wayne game was canceled, a lot of people pretty much, kind of signed off regarding if Warner Brothers was going to be making a game. But who knows? Maybe they moved to Unreal Engine 4, and if they moved to Unreal Engine 4, well, guess what? Unreal Engine 5 was actually touted to support Unreal Engine 4 being transferable all the way through it with more capabilities. If you think about all that possibility and all the potential with this new game possibly being adapted to Unreal Engine 5 seamlessly as Epic Games touted it, then I think, you have a studio that's probably going to be making a AAA game that's going to really compete for a lot of audience. I mean, for those of us who are Batman fans who had been waiting for this game for a long time without any news, most of you know that, many of us had relegated ourselves to potentially playing a game like Cyberpunk 2077 or perhaps dabbling into other games like Assassin's Creed. But with all the news that we've been hearing, it seems like this game is most likely going to be coming on the forefront of a lot of these other games at the same time, which means this is going to steal a lot of their audience. And you might think Cyberpunk 2077 being a well acclaimed or heavily anticipated game is going to really cause a lot of trouble. I very much doubt it. Why? They are both very different games and appeal to different audiences. And a lot of our comic book fans and superhero fans will more than likely, their bias is going to take over them to play a Batman game over a Cyberpunk or an Assassin's Creed game. I mean, I don't know if I'm speaking just for myself, but if you're one of those, you can just highlight that in the comment section, because it is very true. If you give me a Batman game right now and give me a Cyberpunk 2077 game, it is not a question that I will be playing that Batman game, and that Cyberpunk game is going to be relegated pretty much to the shadows. It's not like Cyberpunk 2077 is not a good game. I'm not saying that a Batman game is better. I'm just saying that I am much more of the mind that the game would appeal to me. So we need to raise our expectations for what Warner Brothers Montreal can bring and actually hold them, to that standard. Because I think a lot of can they do it? Is it going to be good? These questions might put us in a place where if they don't deliver a stellar game, we're going to be like, well, they're not Rocksteady, whatever. When in reality, they've already benefited from what Rocksteady is capable of doing. And they've also done it by themselves in some instances, or in one instance, basically judging from the fact that they were able to help and support support Rocksteady to deliver the Matter of Family DLC. Now, if you've not played Batman Arkham Knight or you've not played the Matter of Family DLC, I say you owe it to yourself to play a very solid short story that has a very good story arc, really decent writing in my opinion, and something that I feel like you will enjoy the time that you spend. It's about an hour and a half for the story, and you get to enjoy a whole bunch of stuff. And if anything, you get to enjoy some Batgirl combat as a part of the DLC as well. So all of this is exciting. Hopefully at the DC Fandom or sometime this week, we're able to see something pretty cool. I'm really excited for all of this, and I'll be happy to share this teases and reveals and all that stuff with you guys. So hit me up in the comment section. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what your confidence level is. Let's talk. A lot of this stuff is really interesting because once we start talking about it, we know where to set our expectations. We know exactly what to expect, especially with the time frame that these games have had to serve fans and the feedback they've gotten from the community extensively over 5 years. I mean, I don't think they have any excuse for missing the mark. All right, that's pretty much it for me. Support the channel however you wish to by clicking the like button or the subscribe button. If that's something you want to do, it will definitely go a long way, and hopefully we'll see in another video. Peace out.